I'm joined at this hour by sports commentator Prakash Vakankar and Delhi Capitals fan Yatharth Taluja. There are many reactions coming into this knock that Rishabh Pant played last night. Good morning, gentlemen. And let's look at one of the tweets that came in calling him, saying that the Spider-Man is back. And even though Virat Kohli is topping the run charts, let's look at where Rishabh Pant is. He's there third on the run charts after Virat Kohli and Ruturaj Gaikwad. He scored 342 runs this season, and the fans are saying that Rishabh Pant, the Spider-Man, is back. Prakash, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast. What did you make of that knock last night, 88 not out by Rishabh Pant?
Turn the clock back a few years and delete that horrific accident. I think it is something that will please every cricket lover in the world. It doesn't matter who you are, because so many people, including me, were so concerned after that really horrific accident that Rishabh Pant had. It was wonderful to see him yesterday. He was contorting his body into all shapes. And we all know that when he's able to do all of that, it gives you a sense that he's really, really now back to close to his best, if not his very best. Nothing can be better news for cricket lovers, and particularly for Indian fans and Indian cricket, because Rishabh is that kind of player who can transform games. And what I really particularly loved in his 88 not out last night, Rika, was that it was a more mature, less frenetic, I must hit the cover of every ball kind of Rishabh Pant. It was a more mature Rishabh Pant.
Right.
And he can be only better when he is more calm, because his skill and talent has never been in doubt. So welcome back, Rishabh.
Does he have a ticket to the World Cup yet?
Oh, look, I'm not Ajit
It's very
Agarkar.
difficult to be Ajit Agarkar these days.
Very difficult. Ajit Agarkar should be making an application to the ICC and saying, can I please send 2 teams? Because he's really, really being pushed. But I cannot imagine an India T20 World Cup team being selected without Rishabh in it, for the simple reason that he is X, Y, and Z, all 3 factors together.
Yatharth, I'll have to ask you about that helicopter shot that Rishabh Pant brought out last night. Were you there at Kotla, and what did you think of that helicopter?
I mean, seeing that shot from Kotla was absolutely a fanatic scene itself, because we as fans have missed Rishabh Pant, especially to see him live from Kotla was fantastic, because we were 44 for 3, you were to mention. And from there, the way Akshar Patel and Rishabh Pant just took on the game was completely an eye-watcher to watch it. And, a win at Kotla is always special. And the way that shot took off from ground, I felt that ball took off from Kotla and then it landed somewhere in Jharkhand, where he learned it from, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. So the way he is learning from, his idol MS, and the way he's keeping his calm and composure, I really love that last night. But yeah, the way Captain Rishabh Pant has, led this team forward, I'm really very impressed. And this was a key factor which was missing the entire last season. We really indeed missed him in the last year's IPL. And just like we mentioned, DC totally mentioned, you will never walk alone, Rishabh Pant.
Well, earlier this week, I had the opportunity of interviewing Saurav Ganguly, and this is what he had to say about Rishabh Pant. Let's first listen in. Rishabh Pant has been talking about tips that you've been giving him. So what are the kind of tips that he's got from you?
Did he say that? Yeah. I love him to bits, actually. He's a young player. I've seen him for a long time. I will always tell him what I feel is right about him, because he's important to us. As I said, I love him a lot, and I admire his talent. We worked very hard this last 1 year to get him back on the field through treatments, physio, doctors, because you don't want such a special talent to sit at home. He's come out for us and he's playing well. And that's all. I wish him all the luck. He keeps firing. He keeps batting the Pant way, because that's why he's different. I wish him luck for his entire career. He's just 26.
Prakash, Rishabh Pant 2.0, there was no doubt, never any doubt about his talent. But last night, some of the shots that he brought out in the cover region, does it make one feel that Rishabh Pant now is a complete player?
I think complete player is probably a little bit maybe just a step too far, Rika. I think there's so much more that he will add to his repertoire as he goes ahead in his career. To me, what is in particular focus, as I said earlier, is the fact that I just see him more calm. He is smiling a lot more. He's obviously enjoying his cricket a lot more. That inside edge catch that he took, to me, it doesn't look to the normal eye as being a difficult catch, but it is one of the most difficult things for a wicketkeeper to
Right.
take a catch standing up when it comes off the inside edge of the bat because it's a pure reflex catch. You don't really see the ball at all. Wicket keeping has looked very, very good. He's fit, he's moving around well. And I think as long as he is calm and comfortable and easy and enjoying himself, his ability to express himself will be in manners that will destroy opposition. There will be the odd failure, there will be the odd criticism when he plays some shot which one day will go for six and another day he'll get out. But that's all right because that's what comes with the package. So Rishabh Pant, for me, last night was very frankly the highlight of the IPL
Right.
when I think of it from an
Wow.
Indian cricket perspective.
Wow. And at the end of that match, let's see where Delhi stands on the points table. Well, those were two crucial points they had against Gujarat Titans. It was a very, very narrow win. And here's the points table coming up for you. They are still not on the top half of the table. Rajasthan, Kolkata, Sunrisers, Lucknow. They form the top half. Delhi Capitals is in the sixth position, followed by the Gujarat Titans. I had asked Saurav Ganguly, who does he see becoming the champion of the season? Let's listen into what he has to say. So your prediction for the winner this season?
Delhi.
Oh, wow. All the best for that. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yatharth, do you think Saurav Ganguly is being a little too ambitious?
I love to say that he is very confident about the way his franchise works for it, and I really hope that we reach to that set. And even the situation which we are in, if we qualify for the top four, I believe that would be a achievement in itself. But that's a speciality of this team, that this team never stops believing. So even how hard you push us against the wall, the youngster have it within them, to come against with something. You have seen, how Prithvi Shaw just disappeared a few years back, but the way he has come back again, I feel it's a terrific job. Tristan Stubbs, who no one, whom went after in the auction table, he's performing at a next level. Jake Feather McGurk, whose name we just saw in BBL, he's smoking every ball out of six in the Big Bash. He's coming to the IPL chart and he's just turning over the table. Khalil Ahmed again. So there are a lot of youngsters just coming back in. Rashik from the last night, who just are so eager to perform on the big stage that suddenly the whole morale of this team, whole morale of the franchise, whole morale of the dugout just comes in a way to forward. And this team, the way we are just not in a spotlight region, a lot of team underestimates this team. So I feel if we just continue to do a lot of things right, if we just continue to keep our nerves calm, take all the boxes, I feel that this team has it in them to reach it to the big stage. So fingers are still crossed. We need a couple of more wins, carry on that
Absolutely.
momentum to the top four. So yeah, let's hope
It's
for the
not
best.
impossible, but it's going to be a difficult run from here. Prakash, well, it was a 444 run fest at the Kotla yesterday, and Gujarat Titans ran them very, very close. The Delhi outfit is not dearth of holes in them, and in fact, their bowling wasn't that good last night, isn't it?
Well, both sides, I thought, in the field were a little bit scrappy. Both Delhi and Gujarat, I think, dropped a couple of catches. Their ground fielding wasn't as the highest class. But that can happen sometimes. Dew, lights, all of that makes a difference. But the reality for me is, Rika, it's a little bit of a worry, to be honest, that if regularly 200 is being breached in this IPL, 277, I mean, God, I don't know where we are headed. In terms of restoring balance, I think something has to happen. It's not for me to decide. I don't even know
Right.
today what needs to happen. Maybe bats have to become smaller to start with. But really, something needs to happen because otherwise bowlers will be
Take mongoose out of the equation
extinct.
totally.
Bowlers will become an extinct breed. But honestly, I think the IPL is warming up really well. I think Delhi will struggle with due respect to Yatharth. I don't think they're going to make it to the top four.
Right.
I think the challenge really is going to be, as always, Mumbai will try. I don't think they will. Chennai will have to really now win their next couple of games
Right.
because Delhi has some tough matches coming up.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on the show. On that note, time for a quick break on the show. More on the other side. Stay tuned.